and welcome to my kitchen. I thought it would be fun to have you come along with me as I prep for the week ahead food-wise. If we haven't met before, my name is Kelly Jo, and I am a mom to 7 lively kids ages 15 to 1, and I've been married to my college sweetheart for 21 years. I love sharing health and wellness encouragement with everyday moms so that we can take care of our people with joy and stamina. This is a process that I go through in some shape or form on most weekends because it saves me so much time, energy, stress, and mess, as you can imagine, on the weeknights. I'm always looking for ways to streamline meal prep because the job is never ending. I first started to designate a kitchen day after my first baby was born about 15 years ago, and I remember being overwhelmed with the responsibility of caring for her, and at that time I was preparing to return to work about 2.5 days per week. And my way to cope with that was to sit down and to designate a day of the week for kitchen tasks, a different day for errands, a day for cleaning, and that kind of thing. So here's my little kids. We had some onions sprouting out in the garage, so they're getting those ready for me to work with. Okay, so here's where we at. We have one large egg bake ready for some guests on Sunday. And then I have some extra ham chopped up for some. We're gonna have kind of like pork and beans with cornbread one night. So a lot of this is many meals out of that one ham. And then over here, I have a whole chicken, one of our whole chickens in here that I cook on low overnight. And then that makes our stock for us. And then I have chicken I pull off for various meals like enchiladas, and we're gonna do some white chicken chili and tortilla soup. I'll probably have to supplement some other meat for some of those, but when I cook it overnight, it works really well. We have our supper. Let me see if I can set her down for a second. Oh, so there's our ham and potato soup with some carrots. Sweet potatoes are in there too. And then in here, this is for tomorrow after church. We're gonna have scalloped potatoes and ham. So that's what we have accomplished so far. There's my little walker down there. What I have left are my vegetables, but everybody's hungry and it is supper time. So we're gonna wrap it up for this evening, and that should only take me, it should really take me less than an hour on Sunday afternoon, which is totally worth it to have that all prepped and ready to go for the week. And then we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, and here we are the next Sunday afternoon taking care of the veggies. This whole process took us about an hour, and I love it. I usually have 1 or 2 helpers for this, almost always, and often one of those helpers is Henry. He loves anything to do with the garden, produce, the chickens. He's all about that. He wants to farm someday, right now. So I appreciate his help, and I don't know, but somewhere along the line, he became really helpful, and I am so appreciative. And I love this sunny window in our kitchen too. This was just a really peaceful afternoon. Some of the younger kids were resting, and the baby was in the height chair. It just went really smoothly. The sun is so good this time of year. So here we are slicing up the celery. We're going to do celery with peanut butter and raisins, and celery with cream cheese this week. Lots of peppers. My kids love peppers, almost all of them, and carrots. We always have tons of carrots on hand. Getting some more help over there, and then I'm on to deboning that chicken that I had overnight in the crock pot. The reason I do this was our chickens, they were a little tough, they were older birds when we butchered them, so the meat is a little more tough at this point, but when I cook it on low overnight, it's just perfect, and it literally falls off the bone. And so this is such a fast process. I cool it in the fridge for a little bit, take it out, and pull it apart. And then I have this beautiful chicken stock to work with too, and I love that. It's so nourishing, so good for our gut. Great healthy fat and protein. So I use that throughout the week for soups. I cook rice in it. I use it in casseroles, all kinds of dishes to flavor it up. So very grateful to have that on hand as well. You can tell me, I don't know. I used to always get the boneless, skinless chicken breasts, almost always. And I've just found so much more flavor in using a whole chicken. Of course, these are our own chickens too, which, when they're pasture raised, that makes a difference. But I do like working with a whole chicken compared to just getting the boneless, skinless variety. We're going to have a few different soups this week. We're going to make a white chicken chili and a tortilla soup. And this is how I deal with the stock. I've learned the hard way to do this, pour it into the jars in the sink because it can be rather messy. And then it just has that beautiful color. All right, so here's what we got done on our Sunday. This probably took about an hour, our Sunday session. So back here is our chicken stock for soup. We're going to have white chicken chili one night and a tortilla soup another night, and then chicken for each. So the deboned chicken set aside. I decided to use ground turkey for the tortillas, and I actually have that in the freezer from last weekend. Super nice. And then we have our vegetables. So 3 big bags of veggies, which they really won't last us all week, but it's a really good start. And then we do a lot for our dinners and things. We do a lot of frozen and roasted vegetables. So happy to have this done. Well worth the hour that we put in here this afternoon.